Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So y'all got another video on Tyrese. I just posted a video on him maybe a few hours ago. And I actually did the video yesterday when I came across a clip from an interview that he did on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. And in this clip, he was talking about the movie Baby Boy and his co-star Ving Rhames. And he was saying how he still doesn't like Ving Rhames to this day, and how Ving Rhames' character on the set of Baby Boy triggered him. And the scene that he was specifically talking about was the choke scene. And I think anybody that's seen the movie Baby Boy knows exactly, knows that scene. So he's saying, y'all, now I did not know that. I don't know if anybody knew that until he did that, until his interview that he did with Gillie and Wallo on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. And it was hilarious to me because, like, you still do. That was like what, 20 years ago. You still do not like he really, like, he cannot stand this man. Like, he really do not like Ving Rhames. He said he doesn't care where he sees him at. It can be an award show. It could be anywhere. He does not care where he sees this man at, from across the room or whatever. He does not like him. Like, he straight up said that he does not like him. So that was so hilarious to me, y'all. So if you get a chance, check that video out. I'll link it. I'll link it in the description below this video. So y'all, now this video right here, this is another clip that I just came across. This is also still from the same interview that he did with Gillie and Wallo on $1 Million Worth of Game. But in this clip right here, y'all, he's talking about how his mom made him act like he had special needs in order to receive a government check. So, y'all, and I'm laughing. Before I get into this video, y'all, let me say this real quick. I'm laughing at Tyrese because I just, for about a year, maybe 2 years or whatever, Tyrese has just been really just kind of irritating me a little bit. I understand that you had things going on of that sort, but we just get sick of, well, I'm saying we, but I'm gonna say me. I just get sick of seeing stuff like that on social media. Every time I hop on my social media page, I don't want to be seeing people on there crying about this or all of the depressed about this. It's just enough of that in real life. And sometimes when I get on social media, I just be kind of wanting to escape, but you can't really do that on social media because it's always, if you keep scrolling down that news feed, you're going to come across something that's going, 9 times out of 10, irritate your day. And that's how it was a whole lot of times for me for a good little while. Like, every time I saw Tyrese, he was just irritating because it was always an issue. It was just always something about something. And it kind of made me change how I felt about him for, since back in the 90s. Like, I love Tyrese. I love Tyrese. I love him for his music, and I love him for his acting. He's a bomb singer and he's a bomb actor. So I never took that away from him. But it was just the overall, just Tyrese, like, okay, I'm cool on Tyrese right now. Unless he's making an album or a song or he's doing a movie or something like that, I really don't want to hear too much of anything else about Tyrese because it was just always something. So this right here, him doing this $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, for me, it's been a change, and it kind of draws me back to Tyrese a little bit. Like, okay, so he seemed like, he's turning out to be, he's going back to the Tyrese that I liked and not the Tyrese that just had an issue with everything. So this video right here, y'all, like I said, he said that mom made me act special needs for that government cheese. Oh no, y'all, okay, I just had to get that out. Okay, so anyway, y'all, before I even read the article, let me just go ahead and play the video real quick. Let me take that mute off.
Okay. Mama made us go to a Social Security building and play.
You get that check?
$780. Straight up. Government cheese.
You been acting.
That was my first acting gig.
Your mom was your first director. She gave you your first movie gig. Your mom, first director. Walk right in there.
That was my first motherfucking acting gig.
That was your first acting gig.
Hey man, they laughing off.
Your mom gave you.
Why you laughing so goddamn hard, man? Your mom gave you his face red over. He laughing.
Hey, rest in peace to the legend. But your mom gave you
My
first
mama
acting
put me
gig.
on, nigga.
Yup.
Fuck you, mean? Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all what it was, though. The crazy shit. I ain't never shared this shit publicly in my life. Oh man, they can't. Hey, you can't arrest my mom. She gone. Fuck out of here, government. I said, Mama, well, this now I'm like fucking 8 years old. She said, this is what we gonna do. She said, we got to go into this county building, and you know, if y'all end up doing this, we gonna get $760 a month, and your mama could use this. You know, I'm here. We in the hood. I'm working and trying to keep up. It's for y'all. You know, you got your 2 sisters, your brother. And so if y'all do this, then this is how much money your mama gonna get.
Is it
this
a piece
with.
or was it just for all y'all? Was it $700 a piece?
It was $762 a piece.
Ooh.
So yeah, for 4 kids, and probably wasn't paying any rent and or not spending any money on groceries because I'm sure, but you know, government assistance and food stamps were kicking in too. So she was getting a nice chunk of change. She was getting a nice chunk of change every month. So let me get into this article, y'all. Let me read this real quick. So it says Tyrese Gibson is sharing a difficult time he experienced as a kid, revealing a scheme concocted by his mother in an effort to help out the family's expenses. The singer sat down with King Gillie for a new interview where he confessed his mother, Priscilla Murray Gibson, made him pretend to have special needs when he was about 8 years old so they could collect a hefty check from Social Security. Specifically, the Fast and Furious actor claimed Priscilla made him play R Word in order to get an extra $762 from the government to help his hardworking mom support the family. Watch the video. Tyrese doesn't seem too fazed by the rules as he laughed while retelling the story, referring to the payout as government cheese. As Tyrese saw it, the fib was his first acting gig, with King Gillie's co-host Wallo calling Priscilla Tyrese's first director. Tyrese's confession is already prompting mixed reactions from fans who both slammed and praised the star for the admission. Some took issue with Tyrese's using the R word in 2024, while others expressed concern about him facing possible ramifications for now telling the truth. Tyrese's mother passed away in February 2022 after battling COVID-19 and pneumonia. She had been in a coma before losing her health battle, with the singer calling her death the saddest moment of his life. He continued on Instagram, "Back then, we as a family are broken and just can't believe this. May the Lord Jesus Christ honor your walk with him and embrace you into the heavens. Time heals all wounds and possible infractions. As Tyrese says in the clip, you can't arrest my mom. She's gone, government." Okay, so okay. So it's okay, y'all. So it's funny. It's funny. I can understand how some people are taking issue with it, but at the end of the day, it was a funny story, and I did get a good laugh off of it. So, but sometimes people just need to chill out, y'all, because like they saying right here, some took issue with Tyrese using the R word in 2024. I don't know if y'all can see what my face looking like right now. It's just kind of like I get it, but y'all do too much. So, but the other thing is too, like people said, him facing possible ramifications because we're talking about the government, and I wonder if he thought about that after he told that story. Well, if he thought about it, it had to been. I'm not sure how soon Gillie and Wallo post those interviews after they do them. So I'm assuming that if Tyrese, if he thought about it right after he said it and kind of wanted to take it out or whatever, he probably could have just asked them to take it out. But if they had already posted it and all of that by the time that he thought about it, then, you know, maybe they couldn't take it out or whatever the case may be. Or maybe he just like, whatever, just, you know, just leave it in there, which obviously he did because, you know, it's still there. But when we talk about we're talking about the government, y'all. We're talking about an agency who does whatever they want to do, however they want to do it, whenever they feel like doing it. So if it was anybody else, then yeah, I wouldn't be looking for, looking to hear from anybody about this, something from decades ago. But we are talking about the government. And it's almost like I can just kind of see they done got wind of this by now, maybe. And I can just kind of see them probably hiring people to go back and look through that lady's, to go look through her stuff, to go look through her government records and all of that, and see when she started receiving this money. And now that Tyrese is a millionaire, he's a big star, and he's a millionaire. I would not be surprised if Tyrese got something from the government saying that he needed to pay them such and such amount of money back. So it's just kind of like I get what people saying, like, I don't, some things, regardless if they're funny or whatever, a good story to tell or whatever, some things it's just kind of cool to just not say anything about it at all. Like I said, it was a funny story, but I don't know, y'all. I just feel like I don't know. I like, how do y'all feel about that? Actually, do y'all think that the government can, or what? I'm not even gonna say can, because like I say, they can do whatever they want to do. But do y'all think that them people will come sending Tyrese something, talking about money that they owe him, his family owe them, that his family owes the government, his family stole from the government, and all of that? Do y'all see them people contacting Tyrese and trying to get money out of him? Because just like I said, we're talking about the government, and I can kind of, I kind of feel that. Like I really, really kind of see them people contacting Tyrese talking about he owed them something. And then the thing about it is that if it's the government, it's not too much that you can do. There's not, at least in this country, it's not too much that you can do with the government. If you owe them money, you have to pay them that money. Whatever you owe them, or whatever it is that you're supposed to do, or whatever, as far as that agency is concerned, you better do that, because it's not too many ways of getting out of it. Like, you may think that you may be escaping stuff from the government, but eventually things are going to be found out. Now, like this thing with Tyrese, like he's, because it's kind of like he's taunting them when he's telling them, like he said, you can't arrest my mom. She's gone now, government. That's kind of like I can see them kind of looking at that like a taunt to them. So they might make it a mission. In any other case, maybe they might not, might not have been so big on it. But if they feel like they're being taunted, they might make it their mission to mess with that man, to try to get him to pay back money that they shouldn't have gotten in the first place. So that's just kind of messed up. Like I said, it's a hilarious story, but hopefully, he hopefully, them people won't come to him talking about what he owes them, or what his mother stole from them, and whatever the case may be. I hope he doesn't get in any type of trouble or anything behind it. So like I said, what do y'all think about that? Because I'm not too sure. All I know is that I don't do anything to try to play with the government, because I don't need y'all coming to me. Like I said, y'all, it might not be next year, it might not be 5 years, it might not, whatever. But when you forget about it, that's when them people gonna be coming for you. Either you owe them some tax, they done audited your taxes and they found out that you done lied on your when you filed your taxes, and then you're getting penalized for that, and just all type of stuff, y'all. I just do not try to play with them people at all. I do not try to play with the government at all, because just like I say, they do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it, and all of that. So I just don't try to play with them at all. So hopefully they won't come back to him. Come back to him. And like I said, I don't know if they can, but I feel like they're the government. So like I said, they can do what they want to do. But y'all, the thing is, now what's not so funny about it is that, like, when I think about it, um, if you're from the hood, and I'm not talking about y'all little folks out here now, wherever you live at, you think is the hood. You can be living in a gated community, and as far as you concerned, you in a hood because you and a couple of your friends hang out. But I'm not talking about those kind of hoods. I'm talking about the real hoods. I'm talking about the hoods. I'm talking about the trenches, all of that, where you have a lot of people out there on government assistance, a lot of people out there on welfare and all of that. And there are, I mean, I've known of times, not anybody in my family, But I've known the times where people might have did a little bit of this, that, and the other just to try to get something extra from the government. Because when you think about it, it's really sad. It's really sad, like especially for Black people, because y'all see the discriminations we have in this country. Like even as far as things like getting a job and things of that sort. And it really is hard for a lot of Black people out here, especially if you don't have any type of job skills or any type of skills. If you don't have anything to offer, then, 9 times out of 10, you're on, some type of government assistance or some type of welfare and things like that. But I know a lot of people out here, I'm not even going to say a lot of people, I know a few people out here on government assistance are on government assistance because they're lazy. They figure that it's easier for them to keep on having babies and just getting money out of the government so they don't have to work. And I'm not saying that's everybody, because I know people who get a little bit of government assistance to help, but they also still work too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking at those people like that. I'm looking at the people who, and you know who you are. And I'm sure some of y'all listening to this video knows at least one person like this, but they gonna sit there and lay on their ass and be as lazy as possible because they know that they getting that check every month. They know that they getting their food stamps every month. Either which way, your bill's gonna be paid, and you know that you gonna eat, and all you had to do was just sit in your house or keep on having babies. You know what I'm saying? And then when I look at that, it's just so unfair to people like myself who doesn't have kids. So I'm not going to get all of that extra money on my, when I file my tax returns. I'm not getting all that extra money like y'all get back. What was this thing that was going on with, I think it started uh, with the pandemic, and I'm finding out that it's still going on right now because the kids in my area just started back to school about a week or two ago, and they're getting this where they get if you have a child or something in your household. I think that's how that goes. If you have a child in your household, you automatically get a food stamp card or some type of card where you get a certain amount of money because you have a child in the house, versus somebody like me who doesn't have any kids and I can't get any assistance. I got to go groceries high as hell. Groceries are high as hell. Like it is. I hate grocery shop. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I still love grocery shop, but I love grocery shopping because I like to have the food the food in my house. Whatever it is that I want to eat, I like to have it available to me. So I don't mind grocery shopping, but it's just the prices on everything. It's just ridiculous. Like y'all, my favorite potato chips are Ruffles sour cream and onion, or Ruffles cheddar and sour cream. Any other chips outside of that, I really don't care for too much. I'm Ruffles, like I said, and it has to be Ruffles. No other name brand. Don't come bringing me no Utz sour cream and onion, or you know what I'm saying? No, it has to be Ruffles, sour cream and onions, or cheddar and sour cream. So y'all, why is a bag of potato chips damn near $7? $7 for a bag of Ruffles potato chips. And y'all already know how a bag of potato chips are. You're not even getting, the bag is not even filled. It's half chips and the rest air. So the bag is not even filled to the top with chips. So you really paying for air. I'm paying $7 for a half a bag of air. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's just ridiculous. So I just like I said, I feel like all of us, like the government should be getting, any every American citizen, if you're making under a certain amount of money a year, then why y'all can't help us out a little bit? Why you can't? I don't care if you give me $50 worth of food stamps a month. That $50 can go towards my grocery bill. So that $50 will definitely help a whole lot. You see what I'm saying? But nope. I don't have any kids and I can work and blah blah blah, all this, that, and the other. So I can't get any type of assistance, y'all. But it's just crazy. But one thing that I was going into, I think that I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention, that happens a whole lot, and it happens a whole lot with people on government assistance. And I think what I was getting to, y'all, because I think I already said that. Y'all know I'm buzzing a little bit, so I'm losing my train of thought. I can't remember if I already said something or not. So if I already said something and I say it again, I apologize, y'all. So I think I already said this, and I think what I was moving on to was there may have been families who did a little extra lying or whatever just to get some extra money, because you have those ones who, they just lay on their ass all day long and they want to receive government assistance. But you also have those ones who are really out here trying, but being black in America is like a hard thing for a lot of people. So you can be trying every single day to go get a job. You filling out applications all day long, every day for a while trying to get a job, and you're not getting any phone calls, or you're not being hired anywhere, anything like that. And at the same time, you still have to eat and bills still have to be paid. So, you're going to go out here and you're going to do what you have to do to make sure that you can keep food on your table and a roof over your head. So, just like I said, it's kind of, I hope the government doesn't come back to him, but I don't know. Now, Tyrese, I just don't know if I would have, if I just would have come out, if I would have said anything about that. Like, seriously, y'all, that might have would have been something that I would have, talked and laughed about amongst friends. Not anything that I don't think that I would have said in an interview where it's going to be viewed by millions of people and floating all around on the internet, because just like they already said, that people are expressing concerns about him facing possible ramifications, because just like he said that his mom is gone now. So I guess he's assuming that because his mom is gone, the government can't do anything. But I'm kind of feeling like, and now since he mentioned that he was, that he was part of the plan, that you were going, although he was just a child, he was just 8 years old, but you were still you were still part of the plan. You were still going in there acting. So yeah, your mother's not here right now to, to be able to face that and to pay that money back or whatever the case may be. But you are, and you have the money to pay back to them. So I don't know, y'all. I kind of feel like them people might be trying to come to Tyrese, because they might be looking at it like like a slap in the face. Now he's talking and laughing about it and all of that. Ha ha ha, the joke's on you. And send him a check, or not send him a check, but send him something, letting him know that this is how much money your mother owed, or your mother would have been on. So we need you to pay this. So I don't know, y'all. Just like I said, I don't know if they could do that, but I feel like they're the government. They can do whatever they want to do. I think that if it was anybody else or any other organization or whatever outside of the United States government, I think that he would have been okay. But we talking about the United States government, y'all. We talking about the United States government. I can kind of see like hearing something later on about them people saying something to Tyrese, or trying to get some money out of him, or whatever the case may be. Which I mean, it happened. His mom, I guess she figured she had to do what she had to do. It happened. It's done and over with. She's gone from here, so hopefully they can go ahead and let that ride. Just like I said, that government, yeah, them people. I feel like them people gonna try to come back to Tyrese for that money. If his mom was still living right now, they probably would have. They probably would have sent her something. But since he's boasting about how they can't do anything now because she's gone, yeah, I hope them people don't try to come back. Don't try to come back and mess with Tyrese. I hope they don't. But just like I said, I don't know. That's a story right there, y'all. That I don't think that I would have. I don't think I would have shared that with a million. Over a million people. But yeah, y'all. So it's got a lot of people's already viewed it. But yeah, so I just hope that they don't come back to this man. Try to come back to him with that. But anyway, all in all, y'all, it still was a hilarious story anyway. For a lot of us that we were really from the hood. A lot of us get it. A lot of us get it. A lot of us understand it, and a lot of us can laugh about it. Yeah, y'all. Like I said, it was a good story and it was hilarious, and I got a good laugh off of it. But I really hope that them people don't try to come back. Don't try to come back and do anything with Tyrese, or make him pay that money back now, since they know that, that his mom, did a little bit extra for them to get a little bit extra so she can afford to take care and feed her family, because them pennies that they be throwing people, just, it don't be enough to survive off of. It's not enough to survive off of. And that's why she, I'm assuming she had to do what she had to do. Because, like I said, it's all about taking care of your family and doing what you have to do to take care of your family. Now, it was either that or you go out here in the streets. Either you can get it from the government, or either you go out here in the streets and you doing what you're trying to do to take care of your family that way. But the thing about that is that, messing around out here in the streets, you either liable to go to jail or liable to end up dead. So either one of those ways right there not gonna do anything as far as helping take care of your family. But people got to do what they have to do to survive out here, y'all, because it's crazy. And it's getting crazier, because the amount of money that we're paying, like I said just a few minutes ago, $7 for a bag of potato chips. Y'all beat it, cocksuckers. Y'all doing too much. But anywho, y'all, thank y'all for watching my video. I'm out.